Hello, my name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for July 26th, 2021, not 25th. Okay, so there's a flail. Flail in the new system is what? Flail in the new system is good. It's a, or they've improved it a little bit. How did they improve it? They improved it by letting it be enchanted. I did not realize this, but in the previous version, there's a 0% chance for your flail to be enchanted. I'm not sure if that includes cursed or not, but probably not. Probably I ended up with a cursed flail in the past at some point. I'd be surprised if not. But now in 1.10, that's no longer true. Awesome, a spear. Not so awesome, it's cursed. Okay, let's see. So that will be a little bit better. Now, I just got done with that and I started listening to another one of these goofballs, these black pill goofballs. And this looked interesting, right? He had some data and some stuff that actually looked like data. So the first set of things he showed looked like real data. That is, it looked like stuff that could be true, right? And there are a couple of tests for data, and I don't want to tell you what they are, because the more people know, the more people will fake, having good data. Let's try the scale mail. Scale mail is fine. The more they'll do fake things, right, with their, does this look long to you? It's long to me. Oh, there's something up here that I didn't check out. No, not really. All right. So, I mean, the data looked real. It basically went from 1900 to whenever, where people met online. Well, 1940 to more or less today. Where did people meet online? And or where did the people meet? And that included online from about 1980 or so. Not a lot of people until the 90s were meeting online. Strangely enough. And then there was a big increase until 2000. After that, crap, it's a Spirit of Mercy. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Alright, let's see what the scrolls are. G, mapping. Okay, there are a couple of places to get stuff, right? And H, protect weapon. Okay, so that protect weapon will get rid of the curse. So that's one of three ways, right? The other two are now he's got my food. Okay, So around there, there's a key. There's some more food. Alright, let's try this over on this side. Oh, an eel. That wasn't there before. It's bad. Oh no, this isn't the right way to get there either. Alright. Okay, let's give it a run. Okay. Oh, that's it. It's got a big it's basically two lakes that are connected. Okay, so you get a ring of transference, reaping, or light, or wisdom. Transference is the best. All right, so yeah, we're saying that was, where is it? Okay, there's another altar up here. So yeah, I learned some amazing things, like before computers, nobody met online. And then some other things. Okay, so looks like this is a rat trap. Doesn't look like a really good rat trap. Looks like a rat trap. So okay, and well, this is bad because there could be an eel in there. As long as I've only got one direction to worry about, the rat trap isn't too bad. And I'm alive, right? Maze ring reaping door key, so that's a perfectly good one because I don't feel bad about not getting something. Obstruction, blinking, sword, haste. Not my favorite. Blinking might have been better than the haste charm, but we'll find out. Okay, let's find a slightly better place to do this. So anyways, that looked like real data. Right? It looked like stuff you could believe was true, that somebody depth 4 is it's okay, it's not good for. Stuff like that. Okay, those are probably jackals, because it's step 4. So it looked like data, right? And the data seemed fine. It sort of said that people met through traditional ways. Traditionally, people met in traditional ways, right? You know, people introduced them, and you know, they'd meet at school or maybe even at work. But you know, more or less, there weren't any surprises on how people used to meet, right? And nowadays that's changed a little bit because of online stuff, and actually, and there's some meeting in bars. Actually, meeting in bars really took off as simultaneously, right? So this is sort of a little bit odd, right? You know, you wouldn't have thought that, you know, people wandering around meeting in bars would be something that took off now, but I mean, it did for some reason. Oops. Okay, that's a bad system there. It hasn't really taken off. I shouldn't say that. I mean, it's about twice as prevalent as it used to be. And probably that has a lot to do with fewer people being in some traditional spots where people would actually meet. Church, for example. Not so many people go to church, so not so many people meet their wives at church, right? Like I was saying, not a lot of surprises in general, and stuff like that. But obviously, 40% of people meeting online, that's a big change. And that changes the way people interact with other people, right? And unfortunately tend to how should I say this, reinforce the self-defeating biases of someone like this guy doing this black pill stuff. Mm-hmm. Right, they're doing this belief that looks are the only thing, basically, and coupled with an idea that, you know, you're average, and basically your conversation, your game, only does anything if you are above average. Makes for some pretty crappy feelings, especially for yourself. But I mean, it's going to keep you from doing the things you need to do to find a woman, right? I mean, it's just common sense, right? You don't want to. It's hard enough to approach a woman, right? I mean, it's not easy. Going and approaching somebody you don't know is hard. It's hard. You don't really want to do it. Okay. You know, you only do it because you think you have to. So, oops, I only had one enchanting, and this is it. And I have to guess what I want to enchant. And it was a cursed flail to begin with, so I wasted that enchanting. Alright. Charging. Remove curse. Something is still cursed. Either be the Warhammer or the leather armor or the split mail. Okay, so I'm going to say that, you know, that sort of self-defeating claptrap is not what you need, right? No matter how close to the truth it is. And some of it is true. I mean, if you're going to be hanging out on Tinder all the time, it's pretty close to true, right? On Tinder, which I wouldn't call a dating app because I don't think anybody's ever dated coming off of it. But on Tinder there is a huge bias towards good-looking dudes. Why? Well, because you get a picture, right? You make your decision in 30 seconds, right? It's not a... I guess 30 seconds is overestimating it. 10 seconds. So identify J. Okay, so the Warhammer is not the crappy one. What else do I have? Jesus Christ, I have such a problem with this. I've been a real problem with the new system. I don't know why, because I don't see anything different. I read the changes. I don't know why I'm having such a fucking problem. Anyways, I mean, it just doesn't... You have these changes in the dating patterns, and that is going to do some things. And I guess if all you're doing is going on to Tinder, it's just like if all you're doing is going to pickup bars, you're going to come away with a really, really crappy idea about what's going on, right? And as far as the splint mail was the thing that was cursed. You're just going to end up with a really crappy idea about how to treat people, how to be with other people. And so basically, you should just fucking forget it, right? Forget goddamn Tinder, right? Forget pickup bars. You know, if you're not having success, just go away from it and do something where you can actually succeed, all right? Which means make friends, right? Make some goddamn friends. Go out and meet people, and eventually you'll meet people you want to hang out with. And some of those people you hang out with will be girls, or maybe they'll have friends who are girls, or maybe they'll have girlfriends who have other girlfriends who never meet anyone, or who knows, right? And then you'll meet people the right way, all right? And then you'll become a human being. But if all you're doing is fucking around on Tinder, you are just a video game character. And you are the loser video game character, unless you're a winner, in which case you're probably not listening to me rant right now, right? So go ahead and just don't play the stupid games, right? Tinder's a video game. It is not a dating app. It's a video fucking game where, you know, sometimes you roll, you win, and you get some pussy, right? That's it. Sorry about that. Had to remember, should I be a Marine or should I be a physicist? So yeah, I like cunt, you like cunt. Tinder, you roll the dice, maybe you get cunt. But probably fucking not, alright? Probably fucking not. So go meet someone, okay? You bastard, you goddamn jerk. Just go out and start talking to people. That's all you need to do, right? I mean, it's not going to work overnight, but just slowly meet people. Be out in the world with other people. And when you're out in the world with other people, you're eventually going to meet someone you like. All right? Someone you can go out with.